Why should a product be treated as an iteration and not an end result?
You know, we call the Constitution a living document. I believe that products are a living, breathing thing that need to continually grow, right? So the first product that you release should kind of be, you know, like a sapling. It's going to grow over time, and it's your job to water it and make it better over time. We don't, you know, I think that launching products is really difficult as well. And if you try to, you know, wait until the tree's fully grown, there's a couple problems that can happen. One, as a startup, you generally have, you know, if you're fully funded, you generally have between 12 and 24 months in the bank. And if you spent, let's say you had 18 months of runway, and you spent 12 months working on your big ta-da product, and you launched it, and people were like, you know what, the core feature and problem that you're solving is a problem for me, and I kind of like it, but the problem is you've layered all these features on top of it that are crap, and I can't use them, and it dilutes the whole product experience for me. If you hit that at 12 months and you find out in 12 months that your product needs to be basically completely redone, you're screwed, because you have 6 months of runway left, and it takes 3 to 4 months to raise cash in the beginning. So that gives you 3 months to fix your product and to get it back into the market and get a positive reaction after you've already had a failed launch. Whereas if you had, there's a great quote out there, it's basically fail early and fail often. If you had started with just that core feature and you felt you had nailed it pretty well, people would have been much more on board in helping you along the way shape where your product goes. So I think it's really important for startups in particular to release early, release features once they're minimally viable and you feel that you've really crafted them to a way that it will resonate with people, and then don't layer on those extra features until they're perfect.
Yeah, because momentum is really important, right?
Yeah, it's really important. I mean, you look at Instagram, they came out and literally it was if Tweet Photo and Hipstamatic had a baby. This was not a groundbreaking product in any way, shape, or form. It was, however, really well done in a very minimal way, right? And they've layered on a ton of features since then, and now they're doing, I think, 130,000 signups a week. And so, you know, people that are the movers and shakers in our industry latched onto Instagram early, continued to use it because it was a great feature, essentially, that they had been missing, and are now totally hooked on it as it's become a full-fledged like product with a full-fledged community. And if, you know, would things have been the same if Instagram had launched a very fully baked major product? I don't know, because the feature that people were using and liked and immediately grokked with the original Instagram would have been buried in all of the other things that are now in Instagram. So would it have caught on as well? Who knows? Which certainly wouldn't have had the community that it does now. So I think it's super important.